Hello and welcome to an Ocean Trailing guide to property law related services with Jen and Richard. This time we'll be taking a look at property title transfers involving non-residents. When we talk about non-residents, we are talking about individuals who are not residents of Australia. From a government and legal perspective, they are someone who would need to be taxed for earning income in Australia despite not living in Australia.
So what exactly is a property title transfer? Well, to put it simply, it is when someone or a group of people who have ownership of a property transfers their ownership title from themselves to another individual or a third-party entity. A property title can be transferred to anyone, whether it be family, friends, or strangers, for a certain cost, although some costs are ignored if you are transferring to a partner.
If you're considering a property title transfer, it might be best if you know who the property actually belongs to, especially if the property was bought long ago. Performing a title search is the best way to find out if you still own the property. There are a wide variety of reasons why non-residents may be involved in property title transfers, with some examples including tax payment reductions or protection from potential risk. Regardless of where the owner of the property is living, their property may still be forfeit to banks, governments, or other third parties if they are unable to fulfill their obligations towards debts from loan repayments, gambling debts, or payments from lawsuits and criminal charges.
Additionally, if an individual does not have a will, or if their will is insufficiently prepared, it may leave their property open to dispute by banks, governments, or other third-party entities. If a dispute is contested by the family, they will have to make court appearances, gather and provide evidence about property title ownership, and hire lawyers to contest these disputes.
To reduce the amount of foreigners purchasing property in Australia, the Australian government has put multiple additional taxations in place to make it far more expensive for them to own property. This unfortunately includes some individuals who did live in Australia and simply want to have a home in Australia they can visit once in a while. Let's look at a special case where a non-resident may utilise a property title transfer to their advantage.
In this scenario, we have family members Kevin and Jasmine. Kevin is a resident in America who purchased a property in Australia, which he had intended to use as a holiday house and investment property. Unfortunately for him, the various taxes and other costs to maintain the property have proven to be more expensive than anticipated.
While Kevin could sell the property, he would like to keep it so he has a personal property to stay in whenever he visits Australia. That said though, Jasmine is a resident of Australia and is willing to undertake the responsibilities of the property on behalf of Kevin. As such, Kevin could perform a property title transfer to Jasmine to ensure that the property is still kept, whilst paying less in taxes.
Before we conclude, it should be noted that if you intend to perform a property title transfer, there are some fees that apply, though some, not all fees, are exempt to property title transfers between partners.
Thanks for watching. If you liked this guide to property title transfers involving non-residents and would like to see more about property law related services, please be sure to watch more of our videos or feel free to email or call us.